Have you ever heard a friend or family member make you feel guilty for not taking their phone calls or for not hanging out? It doesn't feel good, does it?
Nope.
Well, an article in healthline.com says healthy boundaries are okay to have with family. Boundaries protect your needs while also teaching the person trying to guilt trip you that you won't respond that way because you don't like it. So this can help them explore communication methods. So what do you think? Is it okay to sort of not let someone guilt trip you?
Yeah.
Right?
I'm the type of person, if you guilt tripped me, then I'm really not gonna hang out with
Yeah.
you. Like now I'm gonna avoid you like the plague, because now you make me uncomfortable.
Yes.
And I have always said this, I think when you become an adult and you have your own life and you have your own responsibilities and you have a lot on your plate, it is so important to have what I call low maintenance friendships. That is, when I have a time and when you have time, amazing. If you don't, I don't guilt trip you. And when I see you, it's like we haven't missed a beat.
Right.
It's like, hey girl, what's up? Like nothing. I'm not gonna be like, haven't heard from you in some time. You do that to me, I get so awkward about it that now I'm like, I don't want to feel obligated to hit you up.
Yes.
I want to enjoy my friendships and they shouldn't feel like obligations or burdens.
Right.
I agree.
My family always trying to guilt trip me.
Really?
I haven't seen some of my family in 5 years.
Wow. But by choice? You can't blame the pandemic after 2 years, Lonnie. You can't blame the pandy.
Pandemic only been around 2 years.
How long it's been? I mean, they've been keeping count. It's been 5 years since
Can you imagine? You were like, I was quarantining. In 2017?
Okay. I was like, what? You know, but time flies. So I do think that if they are trying to guilt trip you, I would ask them, what's going on? You know how I am. You know my schedule. You know I'm busy. And right then and there, I will try to plan something so that they feel like, I'm thinking about them, even though I'm real busy. But I do. And I notice that I'm able to see them that way, so.
Okay, I got one caveat in both scenarios.
Okay.
We already know we don't want to be guilt tripped. We're too grown for that.
Right.
We also know we don't want to make our family members feel bad by not wanting to hang out with them. But what about when your family members tell you of somebody else in the family who feels like you haven't reached out to them? That hits me different.
Oh.
Like when my mom, she tells me always to reach out to people. She reads her DM like crazy and she talks about strangers. And I'm like, I'm not that close to everybody to talk to everybody, Mom. But once in a while she'll be like, your brother hasn't heard from you from a long time. You should reach out to him.
That's different.
And so I listen. And the one time I pushed it off for so long, she told me about these cousins I have. And she said, they're your cousin, they love you. And I'm like, who are they? Why haven't I seen them every Christmas?
Right.
But they kind of just resurfaced because they moved into town and she reconnected family members. All to say 5 years later, she all of a sudden invited them to my house for a dinner that I was having, an open dinner. So I met them. It was a little like, oh, hi. She shoved them in front of my face. This your cousin, I tell you. Chris and Jen, I sat and broke bread with them for the night. And I was so blessed and touched to reconnect with these family members that were like what I needed in my family. Because all my brothers and cousins, they're all like in their 30s and late 20s. I'm like over here chilling in my 40s waiting for them to catch up. And by that time, I'm already getting older. They're in my age range and they're just so dope. I thanked my mom. I was like, thank you for telling me this for 5 years. She's like, see, you don't listen to me. And I'm like, dang. But still, I think when family brings it up, like, then it's like, do it for the family and it's inside the family. They're nudging you to tell you when your auntie misses you. Or
There's a difference. I think it's like, hey, it's someone's birthday. Don't forget, my mom does that. It's your cousin's birthday.
I love them for it.
I appreciate that so much. There's a difference also in how it's said. If it's in a snide comment like, oh, you think
or you get the cold shoulder.
That I don't like, and I will
literally be like... But what about the needy people? The ones that you know...
We don't like needy.
Yeah.
I don't I don't like attached.
A lot.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yes.
Right.
I don't like attached, needing to hear from me.
Attached?
Like family members or friends that make you feel like it's your job to keep them in close contact or close proximity. Like don't make me feel obligated to have to call you or keep in touch with you because then that makes me feel attached and I get real claustrophobic about that.
You're literally describing how I feel.
I don't like
that.
like,
I don't like this.
And sometimes I throw it back on people. It's like, I haven't heard from you. I haven't heard from you. When was the last time you called?
I do that.
That's a good one.
I do that. I'm like, you can call me too.
Exactly.
You can call me too.
Ways.
But we know you're so busy. Call me anyways. I'll call you back.
Yep. So that's the key. is sometimes you throw it back to them.
Yes.
And then let them feel now it's your
But
responsibility.
let me ask you a question. Do you take offense if someone treats you like that? Like, is there somebody in your life that you're
That
like,
you
wow, they
can't
don't
get a
really
hold of?
call? Yeah, they don't really check in on me.
I don't,
Would
you know
that-
what I do? I just call. If I want to talk to you, I'm calling you. Or
Okay.
I text you.
Yeah, you
I
do.
text you.
But you do. You
I
call
text
if you
you.
wanna
I
do.
text you.
Yeah.
I don't get- and I do not take offense if it take you 3 days to text me back. I don't take offense. I do not take offense.
No,
The
you
worst.
don't. You don't. I know
what
this
I mean?
about you. Yeah.
My thing is, I think the thing is, when you initially call somebody to say, hey, I haven't heard from you, it's all in the approach.
Yes.
Don't
That's
be
it.
All in
negative.
the
Say,
approach.
hey,
That's
you know
it.
Don't
what?
guilt
I'm
trip
just
me.
calling
I
to
was just
check
thinking
on
about you.
you.
You know
I was
What my
thinking about
husband
you.
says,
Yeah.
there's times when I say things like, you took forever at the store or something, right? And he just responds to me, you know it's okay to just say you miss me, right?
Oh, so put it
And
in a different way.
that I think is a great point. Like sometimes
love
I'll
that.
say stuff and he'll respond to me, you know it's okay to just say you missed me, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like if you just want to have a moment with you,
Yeah.
you thought I took long and you just want time with me, it's okay that if instead of guilt tripping somebody,
Right.
send somebody a message, man, I miss you.
Right.
Yeah.
That
Yeah.
will hit me totally different.
That's for the ladies, man.
Totally different. I
Totally
miss
For
you.
the ladies out there,
I
because
would
we be
agree.
playing mind tricks on our men. You know
I
who
miss
you are.
you.